say that about, like, my grandpa or something. She'd say, well, if he seen what they were doing now, he'd be rolling over in his grave. You know, well, that's what my mom would be saying about her and my dad right now, that if that they would be rolling over in their grave with what they're seeing with the siblings and how they're acting and things they've done. You know, don't get me wrong, I don't wish ill will on my siblings at all, not for a minute. I actually wish them the best. I want them to be good people and do good things for people, to be a good impact on life and society, and that I don't like the negativity, you know. But just because they're doing not nice stuff or really rotten stuff, I don't hate them. And I've been told my brother to forgive him, you know, but I just can't be around him. My brother is just super toxic, man. Just terrible. I just can't believe it. And one of the biggest things I'm praying for now, amongst praying for finances, which kind of ties into that, is that the legal aid attorneys and the attorneys involved. I don't know how many are involved now, but at least 2 or 3 involved right now, and well, actually 3 altogether, and more that I don't know of. I do believe there's more than 3 involved right now, but I've been praying to God about that too, that for it to please get settled, you know. So even if I end up with 0, I hope that ain't the case, because I should have over $100,000 for sure, and that's with getting half. With getting half, I should have at least $100,000 to $125,000 at least. That's what I should get. Now, if I get anything out of it, I'll be happy. And if I get, I mean, of course, the less I get, the less happy I'll be. No matter what, I'm still going to be me and still be happy within my own life. But about that situation, of course, the less I get, the less happy I'll be about that situation, how it turned out. But I'm praying that the good Lord's going to bless me, and that I'm going to get at least half of that, you know, which I know, and it's not me being a fathead or greedy. I know I deserve way more than half of that, you know. But according to the letter of the law, they don't look at the fact that, you know, if my brother hadn't been there or done mean things to my parents or whatever. They don't look at that. They just look at it as he's one of the 2 surviving children by the bloodline or whatever, so it's between us 2 or whatever. Well, anyway, I hope I get at least half. If anything, like I said, even if I end up with 0, I hope that is not the case. I mean, if it is, the Lord's going to take care of it. The Lord's got it in control, no matter what happens. I could end up with 0, but there will be repercussions on the other end. The God is going to take care of that. He's already let me know that. You know, he told me straight out that all those that have done wrong or done me wrong or whatever, that they will repent or they will experience Him. And it was a scary feeling. I wasn't scared for me, but I was scared for other people. You know, because I don't want bad stuff to happen to other people, even if they're not nice. I want them to find the way to the light, the truth, you know, or be better people. But what I was trying to get to, with my own human emotions keep getting involved before I get to the end of this, is that even if I end up with 0, which I pray does not happen, I've been holding on to my faith from the beginning of all this stuff, that the Lord will work it out. You know, I mean, I did get attorneys involved and stuff, but I haven't been, fighting mad or, if I was going to go off my emotions, it's the rotten stuff my brother did, that he did to my mom on her deathbed. But because I got a martial arts degree, if I was going to feed off my human emotions, I'd go kick in his door and beat the tar out of him, because I could do it if I wanted to. But that ain't who I am as a person. That ain't going to solve nothing. Maybe we get a little satisfaction out of it just because of how rotten he's been. But I know better than that. That is not the answer. But even if I end up at zero, the positive side of it is once it's done, once it's a done deal, then it's going to take so much stress off me, because that's something I've been carrying with me for the last 4 years now, 3-4 years. Praying that God's going to somehow work this all out. I've done what I can do with attorneys and stuff. It's in God's hands. Tell you what, if I do get what I according to man's law, if I do get what I should have coming, then I'm going to try to get that little house I like, that little 400 square foot house. Get to work, so pay off all my debts. Pay off all my debts right away, so that way I don't have nothing that I owe out. I don't have too much in debt out there. $9,000. Not sure, but I might have maybe, I'm gonna guess a little over maybe $1,000, a little over $1,000 to maybe $3,000. I'm forgetting about it. I'm even thinking about people that I owe money. That's a debt to me. But I've got credit card debt and stuff like that I got to catch up on. I pay off all my debts, and I'm going to pay off some debts to some people that are putting rent. That I found out were doing that nice stuff behind my back, but it doesn't matter. They're still all money. Wouldn't be happy about seeing them, that's for sure. But I'd be like, "Here's your money," and I didn't want to give them more than what I owe them. Which actually depends on how you look at it. In some ways, you could almost look at it like they owe me. I never asked them for a dime back through the years. Funny how some people are different that way, All my life, when I've helped people as a person that I am with advice or just being there for them or financially, never once did I ask for money back or anything. I didn't ask for nothing back from nobody, because that ain't who I am. That ain't what I was there for. That ain't why I was there for. I wasn't there for them to get something back out of them, I just figured they need help. Let's say it was financial. They need help. I got the money. I can help them right now. That's what I'm supposed to do. And I'm not just give it away to anybody, because some people would just try to reel your money out of you. I have a brother do that to me too. Busted him out. That little rotten boy did one time. I don't mean to talk about negative stuff. We were playing at Grand Casino one time, and he kept coming up to me, out of money, want more money. Because I was working hard and making money. So me and my brother were out there playing and entertaining, so I'm feeding him more money. And he's off playing something, goes to play somewhere else, and I come walking up and I see him in the distance. He doesn't know I'm coming behind him, and I watch him pull a big old wad of money out of his pocket. And I didn't say nothing. I was pretty mad. I just waited to see what was going to happen, just in case. I knew that he had already had it. I could tell just by the way he's all looking around and stuff, But I thought, nope, just to be sure, I'll wait. We'll see what happens. Just maybe he just wanted cashed out a ticket or something. He hasn't told me yet. And at that point, he still owed me over $500-600, and he still owes me that money outside of all this other crap. And sure enough, I acted like I'd never seen him. I went back playing. Sure enough, he come up to me all, "Oh, I'm out. Can I get more money? Can I get more money? I'm out again." I was so mad. I said, "Nope." He said, "Well, can I get just $1?" I said, "Nope, you can't get $1." He said, "Not even $1?" I said, "No, not even $1." I said, "You ready to leave?" Because I said, "No." I said, "Because you're not getting $1." I said, "So if that means you're done and you're ready to go, we'll leave." And he says, "No." He said, "I'm gonna go walk around." So I'm don't understand how their mentality can be like that. You know, pretty rotten. But there's people throughout my life that have helped in lots of ways, and there's a couple people that they reminded me that I owe them some money. That's not all right. You know, I think they might have forgot about all the times I've been there for them and helped them. They sure remember that little bit that they helped me with. So I'll still pay them it, you know. But in the process, I also found out that some of the people have been doing some behind the back stuff to me that I thought they were really my friend or a brother or something, you know. It hurts, but at least God opened my eyes to it. So I pray that I get this estate stuff resolved and I pay off all my debts. And as for the ones I was just getting worked up about a little bit, I'll find them and pay them too and say, here's your money. And I'll walk away from them. I don't need to be around them no more. You know, and I hope he gets better in life too and hopes he learns how to be better and save his own soul. Because right now, the stuff that some of these people are doing, I can't imagine them making it to heaven, that's for sure. But I ain't the judge of that. I ain't the one to say whether they get there or not. But according to Scripture, stuff they're doing, they wouldn't be going to a nice place. They'd be feeling some heat. And that's not funny, but I like humor too. But I don't mean it like, ha ha ha, they're going to hell. I don't mean it like that at all. Because I don't want that for anybody, not even my brother. You know. He takes the cake on all of them, boy. He's something else. Oh, holy moly, Rocky. Well, thanks for watching. Holy mackerel, this is a long one. Might have split it in two. God bless you, and we'll see you on the next one.